Welcome to TLC, the live chat.
Oh, you guys, man, you have lost it.
All right, okay. Welcome to TLC, the live chat.
Where real talk meets real life. I'm Tina.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Cassie. Nothing's off limits. Expect deep chats, belly laughs, and a few wait, what moments.
It's unfiltered, unapologetic, and all heart. If you can do this, you've got this.
It's live. All right, we're on.
Let's do this.
All right, sitting in a van in the rain.
So we just decided at breakfast in the cafe that we're going to talk about digital ID. And I don't know anything about that. So let me know what it's all about, girls.
I don't know a great deal. Tina's the guru on this. She's known about it for years. I've known that it was a thing for a few years, but I haven't looked into it because I just was in denial that they would do it. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good. So 2020 freedom marches, one of the things we were marching against was the lead into digital ID. It was one of the conspiracy theories. It was never going to happen. They won't force it. Don't be silly. Oh, you're already on Facebook and Instagram. What's the difference?
Yeah.
All of this kind of rhetoric.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as we know, one by one, these conspiracy theories become.
What does it say on your
fact.
T-shirt that you're wearing today, Tina?
It says, I need new conspiracy theories. What does it say? Because all my old ones have come true.
It's so true, isn't
And
it?
it is
Love
so
it.
true.
It is so true.
So conspiracy theorists 36 to 0 at this point.
And you know what? We actually don't want to be right.
We don't
don't
want to
wanna
be
be
right.
right.
I wish to God I was wrong about the whole
absolutely. If
Yeah.
people could go, what the hell did you know about
Remember when
any
you
of
had
this?
that
Like,
crazy conspiracy theory? Like,
Yeah.
what a weirdo.
Yeah, that's right.
what we want.
I don't want to say I told you so because most of it is really up shit that's
It's the longest,
happening.
most excruciating I told you so in history.
It is.
It is.
And
Yeah.
it just keeps going on and on and on.
Yeah.
It's like, can't I be wrong about something, please? I really want to
Yeah.
be.
We're also referred to as fortune tellers,
Yeah.
I've heard. If you want to know what's coming, get yourself some conspiracy theory friends. Things like that.
Oh, look, some of it you've got to sift through is outrageous and it does make people look like crackpots. But, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire, always, to a degree. You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
with the, don't even get me started, this will be another podcast, on the cloud seeding.
So, digital ID, right? April 2024, the government brought in the Digital ID Act.
Okay.
So it's
April 2024.
last year.
Oh.
No one knows.
Is that when you log
It's in
on to
Parliament.
MyGov and then there's another section and you've got to have a
And
digital ID?
So if you're a director of a company,
Yeah.
you need a director's ID, which was the first step for digital ID. The UK just announced that if you don't have a digital ID in the UK, you will not be able to work. Now, what does that
That's
sound familiar
disgusting.
to?
Yeah.
Don't have the jab, you won't work.
Yeah.
Well, what if every single person said no?
Yeah.
They're not going to not have any single
Yeah.
person working. Just all say no.
Say no.
That's right.
This is actually the last line of defence. Once we cross this digital ID, we're completely fucked.
Why would anybody say yes to this?
Because they're told that okay, you can't comply yourself out of tyranny, right?
Okay.
You can't comply your way out of tyranny. But people think they can. So remember the jabs. Oh, but we've got to get it so we can all get back to work. We've got to get it so we can get out of lockdown. We've got to do this so we can do this.
Go on a holiday.
No,
See
just
our family.
freaking stop
Yeah.
and say no.
Yeah.
But this is the same case with digital ID. I actually had this conversation with the cabbie last week. Right?
Mm.
He goes, oh, you should hear some of the conspiracy nuts I get in my cab. And I said, well, I'm actually a proud conspiracy nut. Let's go.
I'm the
Did, Tina?
So
Love it.
we had a big conversation and his point was, well, you've already got your ID all over Facebook and Instagram. But my point to him was, if that was enough, why bring in the Digital ID Act and why threaten people with their jobs? They obviously have more in store for us under this Digital ID Act.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or else why would they bother?
Yeah.
They've already got everything on Instagram and Facebook.
What is your theory about what they've got in store for us?
They're going to make it mandatory.
It'll be made mandatory.
Yeah.
They've already said initially, Digital ID in the Act, it'll be voluntary. Voluntary until you say it's not, the same way as the COVID jabs were voluntary.
Yeah,
And it's supposed to be given without coercion. Well, there was coercion. You can't work, you can't go out.
Can't pay your
you
bills, can't see your family.
Absolutely, you can't go
Can't
and visit your
travel.
loved one in hospital. That's coercion.
Valid consent is consent given without undue pressure, coercion or blackmail. Now, even with childhood vaccines, you can't send your kid to kindy, you don't get your family tax benefit A or B. That's freaking
It's
coercion.
coercion.
That is
Yeah.
coercion.
How can you fit? You literally can't give valid consent. The same with digital ID. Now, why do they want digital ID? Why?
That's
do they
my
want
question.
it?
Why?
So it's, you know about social credit system in China?
No.
So China already runs on a social credit system. So you get merit points, basically. And when you do something wrong, you lose points off of your social credit score.
Whoa.
And when you get to zero, when you go and tap at the register for your food, it goes bump bar out of social credit
oh, my
points.
goodness.
If you go and use your digital card to get into your apartment, bump bar, you're locked out.
What?
It is entire control.
That can't be happening.
It is happening
so-
right now. It's
and-
literally
And
happening
listen
in China
to this,
right
Aussies, right?
now. Literally.
You might go to the bottle shop and nah, you can't buy alcohol.
might
this
be good
week.
for us.
So this, if you're
I wish we had that on Saturday.
Maybe we need this social credit system.
If you are at all on the fence, man, I hope this motivates some people. Because that seems to be quite important to a lot of people.
But Cassie, you know what? In actual fact, they'll probably never limit alcohol because they didn't during COVID, right? The whole world is in a health crisis,
Yeah, but you
but the
couldn't
bottle
go-
shops never
I know.
closed. did
So
they?
was
Yeah, no,
McDonald's.
that's right,
Remember,
because
they were so
yeah, because
concerned
they
about
want us
our
to
health.
poison ourselves.
Yeah, you
So
could
you
buy
can have a zero
burgers.
credit
Yeah.
system. You'll still be able to drink alcohol
Yeah.
because it's going to ruin everyone.
Yeah,
so,
You can't go to the gym
Yeah,
and you
but
can't
they-
go to the fruit and veg,
Yeah,
but
but
you
you
could get
can
booze
buy alcohol
and
at
Macca's.
McDonald's.
Yeah, but you also couldn't go to the pub.
But you could go to the bottle
You go to
shop
the bottle
and drink
shop.
at home,
Yeah, I know.
and you could get
more people
takeaway.
drank more in their life during
Oh, of
that
course,
period
yeah.
than ever going to
I'm
the
pretty
pub.
sure that
Yeah.
creates some more
Because we were
alcoholics,
so
which is
concerned about
totally
our
not
health.
good.
Mental health and all of that. Oh,
Yeah.
horrific
Yeah.
time.
But let me just say, I'm not motivated by that. But what I'm saying is that I get a lot of defensiveness from people. Lots of people aren't educated on what's going on. They just watch mainstream media. We've gone through all of this. They don't know. They're not awakened to a lot of it. But a
You
lot of
guys are pretty awake and you don't really know much
No,
about it either.
I
so
don't
Yeah.
know much
that's
about
where
it.
we're
Yeah.
at, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
it still comes down to is it's the freedom. We're supposed to have freedom of choice. Once we have our freedom taken away, like Tina said, we are screwed.
They never give it back.
No, they don't. They
You
don't
never get it back.
reinstate freedom.
No, it's always step by step and it chips away. It's the old frog in the boiling water situation, right? You put a frog in a pot of cold water and you turn the heat up slowly. The frog will stay there until the water boils because by the time he realises it's hot, he's too weak to get out. Put a frog in a boiling pot of water, he'll jump straight out. We are in a pot of lukewarm water now and it's starting to boil.
You jump out.
We need to
And
get out.
it's actually terrifying. And there's a lot more of us than them. And
yes.
once again, it comes back to I am happy that we can disagree. You don't have to believe the same things. You have the freedom to go and get an injection if you want. It's not about that. I want people to have the right to make a choice. And the people that think we're crackpot, I'm fighting for your freedom, even if you don't believe
Realise, yeah.
in what we believe in. I want you to have the freedom to have that choice and to believe in what you want to believe in. We're actually fighting for everyone's freedom to have a choice.
Okay, what is actual digital ID? You know how even during COVID when you had, well, we didn't, but when people had masks on,
Yes.
you could stay, the Apple ID updated so that it would open your phone with a mask on.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah,
Just from your eyes?
just from your eyes. So the technology is so far advanced, and part of this Digital ID Act is using AI to detect what age a person is. So this all links into this social media under 16-year-old ban.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
So think about this. If you've on social media, right, and we're not even going to talk about the business situation at the moment, which we
Okay.
all run pages
Okay.
for businesses.
Okay.
So this is a real issue.
All right. Will we come back to that?
We'll come back
Okay,
to that,
okay.
definitely. But if you're an adult, how do you prove you're not a child? In order to ban under 16s, you've got to prove you're not under 16. So everybody needs to prove who they are.
Yeah.
This is the launch pad for digital ID. So what they do, they create a situation, they provide the solution.
You're
So
saying this is the solution to getting young people off of social media?
Well, that's what they
Well,
want
that's
us
what they're
to say.
saying.
That's how
Because
they're
we all
selling it
want
to
young
us.
people off social media.
They're selling that.
So they're
They're
coming
selling
along
it.
and saying, oh, here's a way we can get young people. And so everybody's going to go, oh,
This is
yes.
great.
Ah,
Right, we're
so
keeping
they're
our young
tricking-
people
tricking
safe.
us all.
When we all know they couldn't give a shit
Don't
about what
give
our,
a shit.
what
as
our
if.
kids see.
That's
In
so
fact-
sneaky.
In
But
fact,
that's going to work.
they're happy
that was
for
the
our
case-
children to start watching a screen very early because they can start programming them. You have a look at even the cartoons. There's some very strong messages
Oh, I
in
bet-
children's cartoons.
Man, even
Don't
back
get
to
me
the
started
50s,
on that.
the Disney stuff. That's
Absolutely. This is the launch pad. This is how they're going to sell it. And people are going to think, yeah, actually, we're worried about what our kids are seeing.
To keep our kids
Yeah.
safe. We all want to keep our
We
kids
should
safe.
support. But they're just so
But it's a lie.
insidious
But-
in how they do it.
And it's that saying, which I said to you guys at breakfast, those that trade their freedom for security deserve neither. You have to fight for your freedom. You don't get to have Big Brother look after you and then still expect to be able to do what you want,
Yeah.
say what you want.
Yeah.
But think about this too. The people that will resist the digital ID and those that will get off of social media are going to be the people like us, right?
That
When we
need to
figure it
get-
out. We're the ones that actually need to be on social media
To
be
get-
able to get these messages
Oh,
out. This
yeah.
is another
Yep.
way,
Another way
of
of
actually
silencing everyone.
silencing
Yeah.
Exactly.
people
You're
without
so
literally
smart,
cutting them
Tina.
out.
Because
See, I don't think
look
of
at
all
what
of
they've
this. You're
been
so
doing,
smart.
shutting people down that have these strong messages on every platform.
Well, censorship's looked down upon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? But voluntary censorship, get a digital
my
ID
goodness.
or you're off
That's
of
it.
social media. Well, the people like us who need to get the messages out, we're the ones that aren't going to get the digital ID.
We're not going to get it, but we
We
need to
then
get the
end up
message out.
censored, not because of what we're saying, supposedly, but because they didn't get the digital ID, so we don't know if they're under 16 or not.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
you know what? Now we have this cool black van that is a mobile podcast station. We
Yeah.
will be driving around and getting the message out.
Shh, don't tell them out. please.
If you see a black van driving
Don't
around,
give them the red Joe.
I don't know the red Joe. Actually, I won't say any
It's
more about the
actually
black
dark
van.
blue.
Don't say anything more about the black van.
Oh no,
But I
black is navy blue.
I'm colourblind,
Yeah.
so I actually don't know. It's probably
Yeah.
white. It's actually white.
It's white van.
It's a white van,
It's small.
but it's a
and
mobile podcast van, and we
Yeah.
will just do what we need to do on the road.
literally, I will be getting this signed up very soon. And the same as when we were in a state of emergency and I had our black Hilux signed up, end the state of emergency, hand off our children. I'm next week when I get back from camping, this will have all over it. No to digital
Yes.
ID.
And you got a lot of positive feedback. Did you get some people
Oh, my-
hating on you?
No.
No, it was all positive.
No, I had one
Beeping,
guy give me the
congratulating
finger
you.
at the rest left messages on my on the car. People waited at the car to actually shake our hand. We had parents at the school saying thank you for being so brave.
You're just standing up
It was
for everyone.
Actually, the feedback was unreal. We were getting beeps, and then I kept forgetting that I was in Paulie's car. And people are beeping. I'm like, what's your problem? And then I turn around and they're like, thumbs up. Yeah.
Because
They
most of us are
absolutely
too
loved it.
nervous
I was just
to
about
do
to
that,
say that,
but you're
Tina.
not.
You
You're
know
so
what?
great.
I really so admire you
So do
guys
I.
because a lot of us, including me, to a
Me.
degree, didn't speak up enough during COVID.
Oh, no way did I speak up enough.
My family and my friends knew my position, but I wasn't outspoken like you. I didn't put myself out there. A lot of people are too worried or scared about being vilified, or even in my case, I was just starting a new job on the mines and I had to work. And my husband couldn't at the time, and I was really worried if they found out I wasn't jabbed that this was going to fall through. So I just stayed pretty quiet.
But this is the thing, Cassie. So
and that's coercion. I know. I nearly caved and got the jab. I didn't want it. It would have been against my will. Someone had to work.
But do you realise that was the test run?
Yeah, absolutely.
So now the digital ID, if you don't have it, in the UK, and Alba Sleazy was just over there sucking up their ass. Yeah. We're so far up the UK's ass, it's not even funny. Them saying, no digital ID, you won't be able to work in this country if you don't. That's exactly what happened. It was the test run. And most people failed the IQ test.
But I thought people were starting to wake up.
Oh, man. Well, I hope so.
What's
I really
happening
hope
in the
so.
UK? Tell me, because I haven't looked into this. Is there a lot of people saying no? Is there marches?
Well, did you see
Is
it?
there-
Yeah, the
because I've
march.
seen
The
that.
march
They
2
tell me.
weeks ago.
So
I
what's
think
happening?
That was the biggest march.
Millions, wasn't there?
In the UK?
In the
And
UK.
and what
about
did
this
they-
digital ID.
But what did they report,
About freedom
Tina?
and
How
digital
many
ID.
did they report in mainstream media?
Oh, a
though?
couple of 100,000.
Oh, they always do that. Actually,
always play
Tina
it
can
down.
give us firsthand. When it was the mandate years ago, and there was a freedom rally that went to Canberra, it was reported on the news or in the paper that a few hundred or a few
My
hundred people
God, I'd
went.
never seen so
How
many people.
Yeah, you were there. So
I think there were estimates around 8,000 to 10,000.
yeah, but they say a few hundred people because they don't want people to know how big.
And
it
they
is.
showed a snippet on the news of just
The
a
stragglers
handful
at the end.
Not
the main
in front
one.
of in front of Parliament, and it was a joke.
You know, that was a convoy to Canberra. That we had a private radio channel that everyone was getting onto, and anyone who needed a lift, they were meeting at Tail and Bend. Some people had no money, no food. Everyone's just like, we will find it, don't worry. People were rocking up with kids and no sleeping bags. Next minute, sleeping bags, food, cooking equipment. They had a tent set up where they
Must
were
have
making...
been so inspiring.
So you
Tina.
saw the best of humanity there, whereas on the
It gave me hope.
mainstream, they're
Yeah.
showing us the worst of humanity. But what you saw was the
Exactly.
best of humanity.
And I know that when all this shit goes down...
Is it
people-
going to go down here? Are you thinking this is going to happen here?
100%, Lauren.
It's Australia. We're one of the
100%.
worst countries for tyranny.
It's absolutely. We
It's-
are the worst.
We are.
Huh.
It's
Yeah.
shocking.
So here we go again.
Here
The
we go
Americans talk about
And it's been-
Australia
and we've been
during
talking about
COVID.
it
Yep.
since 2020.
Yeah.
We knew
Yeah.
this was coming.
Yep.
We knew it from those marches I did back then. We had on those signs no digital ID, and people were like, digital ID? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So far, I have avoided the MyGov digital ID. Even though I run a business,
Yeah.
I am still doing paper BAS business activity statements quarterly, filling in my paper form and posting it to the ATO, because if you want to lodge it online, you need a digital
Yes.
ID. So I do not have a MyGov digital ID.
My
So
accountant
far.
does
So far.
ours,
Yeah.
and I have the minimum to give
Yeah.
him a code.
Yeah. And they trick you when you go onto MyGov, because the first thing you see is the MyGov ID. But if you actually scroll down,
yeah.
you don't need it. You can just go
You
the
can.
good
You know
old-fashioned way, but people don't scroll
No.
down. You don't need it. Don't get tricked. You do not
But you
need
do
it.
need director ID.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where do we go with this under 16 social media ban? Because we all run businesses and we use social media for those businesses.
Yeah.
So if we're going to move forward with that, how are we going to navigate this?
That's a very good question,
Yeah.
Tina. What are we going to do?
Well,
What's your plan? I bet you've got a plan.
Tina,
What's your plan?
we're relying on you.
Tina, what's the plan?
we need some fake IDs.
We've known that for a long time.
Shh, we can't tell them our plan.
Okay, so no, we have
is
to
it
think of
dodgy?
other options. So we're going to go back to the old marketing days. Okay,
Oh,
we're going
the
to
yellow
sign
pages.
up cars. We've got to let a drop. We've got to get
Yes.
private community groups.
Yes.
It's not a social media platform. It's a private community group.
Oh, your email and that.
Email, but it's actually you log in. It's like a forum.
Oh, yeah.
You log in, but it's not run under social media. So this is what we've got to go back to.
Okay.
And it's going to be hard.
Business cards.
Get business cards.
Or
It's not
business
going to be
cards.
easy.
No.
But we will attract the right people, the people that resonate with our business.
Yeah,
because,
we will.
And initially, it's not going to be instant. So the social media ban comes in on December 10. They're not just going to turn off all of our Instagram pages. So if
The social media ban for everyone or for just kids? Oh,
under 16, but you've got to prove you're not under 16.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
it captures everybody.
Oh, so mine will get banned because I can't prove that I'm not under 16.
But so the initial stages, and by the way, if social media companies are seen to not take necessary steps to make sure to comply, it's something like $590,000 fines. So they're going to do everything they need to do. Now, initially though, they can use things like history on your page. Is it a business? Does it look like it's run by an adult? And this is initial because there's so many, you can imagine them, amount of people. Imagine the amount of people on there. So it's not going to be a sweeping December 10, turn the switch off, but it's coming. And we need to actually start to plan.
Yeah, or how about we all just wake up and we fight against it?
And just say no.
Say no.
Let's just get this, again, there's way more of us than them.
Yes.
They do need us.
Say no. So easy. Just say no. I just don't understand why anyone would want it other than being tricked into it like that.
So worn down over the last 5 years too. They've got us at a weak point.
And it's like we've said, you keep people occupied with having to work really hard because we're all in debt. We got kids, there's stress, there's relationship issues, there's mental health issues. We're all completely distracted by just trying to navigate this world so they can
slip something in without us even really paying much attention.
Something else we have to think about is centralised digital currency. I'm not talking about Bitcoin or XRP or anything like that. That's decentralised and we have control over that. I'm talking about centralised digital currency. This all ties in with a digital ID. So it can be switched off in a flash. You're seen to talk against the government or do something wrong, that's switched off. The other way to combat this is we need to get back to meeting people in person. So there's a couple of groups that I'm involved with that we started up during COVID and they have set times and a place. So should communications go down, it sounds ridiculous.
No,
I know.
you have to.
Right? It does sound ridiculous, but you need those backups.
Yeah.
And start thinking about bartering.
Absolutely.
We have to get back to bartering. Cut them out. We don't need your job. We'll go and pour some concrete in exchange for, I don't know, some chickens.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you know they tried to shut down bartering too?
Yeah, I don't know they did.
Yeah.
I know.
So what do they have to shut down bartering? Why can't I take eggs next door to someone in exchange for fruit and veg?
Isn't that just called being kind?
Yeah, that's right.
Humanity?
They actually tried to shut it down.
Well,
They
remember
want
they had
to
the barter card years ago.
control every aspect of our lives. People, do you want that to happen? Aside of everything, it just comes down to one pure and simple thing, our freedom. And we need to all stand together. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are, what your religion. We just need to fight for our freedom because as we've said 15 billion times, once that's gone, we're screwed. There's no going back. Then it's never going to be given back.
But the cabbie that I was having the debate with the other week, his point was, he goes, we need digital ID because of all the hacking that's going on. You know, like the data breach with Optus and the data breach here. Mate, how is going more digital going to improve your online safety.
Oh, yeah,
Grow a
great.
brain.
Brainwashed. He's
They've
been
got your digital
brainwashed.
ID. Can you imagine what they can do with that?
What the heck?
Scary.
It's basically going to be linked to everything, your finances,
Scary.
every
Everything.
aspect of your
Health.
private.
Oh, they want all your health records on there
records,
too.
everything. So if someone uses your digital ID, or like Tina said, if they go, Cassie said a few things we don't like, we just shut that down. You're screwed.
Hey, they've already been debanking people.
Yes.
They're already debanked. Okay, perfect. Here's an example of the kind of control the banks have, right? My sister has friends up in Hermansburg Indigenous community, right? They come down, they stay with her. They were staying with her one time, and another friend in the community sent some money to my sister to take out in cash and give to her friend who was staying there. Both her friend in the community and my sister's banks got shut down, closed, never opened again because they thought that they were sending money to her so that she could buy alcohol to take up illegally to the community.
That's so
When
wrong.
actual fact, she was just getting money for her to buy some food and cigarettes while she was staying with her in Adelaide.
That is so wrong.
They
How do
took
have
her
the
into
right?
the bank. They took a friend from the community and my sister went in to explain in person, and they literally said there's nothing we can do about it.
That's disgusting.
So that's before digital ID.
Yeah, that's
Imagine
right.
what's going to
Yeah,
happen
that's
then.
right.
And with people saying, oh, but it's already happening. Well, if that's the case, think about it, right? If they already have all this control, why go to the trouble of introducing digital ID? Obviously, there's more power to be
There's
had
an
by
agenda.
doing it. There's an
Absolutely.
agenda behind
Control.
it.
Definitely. So obviously we won't comply, but are we
Go
gotta-
to jail.
we gotta
But are we going to another country?
We're going to jail.
We're going. Well, so when you said this morning, let's talk about digital ID, and I said I don't even know anything about it. I've stayed right out of that. I was scrolling this morning on Instagram, saw some English guy talking about it, and he did say I'll go to jail before I comply. But after this little chat here, I'm thinking me too. I'll go to jail
Yeah, but
before I
guess what?
comply.
Guess what happens in jail?
What?
Jabs.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no. This in all seriousness.
I'm not kidding.
Okay, are we
Forced,
moving
right,
to
yeah,
another
actually
country?
forced
Are we
to.
moving to another country?
I don't know. We've got to have a plan.
So
But
we've
you know
gotta
what? You won't be able to
leave
fly.
our loved
Would you be able to
ones
fly
go to
without a
another
No, you won't be able to fly without it.
So
So
we're
you
swimming.
Yeah.
So we're swimming.
We need a boat. Anyone got a large boat? Want to donate to the Laugh Chart? Greatly appreciate
a
it.
raft. I've got so many animals.
We just might have to live on a
You sure
yacht.
might.
I've got so
Yeah,
many
can you hear me?
animals.
Yeah,
we
that's
could
big.
start again like Noah's Ark.
Do you know there's abandoned ships? We could get one of those and make it like a
We get-
freedom ship.
We're actually getting silly because this is really serious.
It is actually
And I'm really
serious.
scared.
And we really actually have to...
Makes me feel sick, actually.
I know.
Really sick.
But you know what? It can all stop if everyone
we
learns
all-
about
yeah.
it and if everyone says,
No.
that's it. Just
That's
freaking
right.
say
Just
no.
say no.
But no one will because they don't talk about it. They play down the amount of people who are against it, the same as they did with COVID. They make it seem like it's just a handful of lunatics. No one wants to be associated with the lunatics, even if they are actually against it. So they make
They
people
don't want to
feel
be
so
associated
alone
until they do.
until they do.
Until they do.
So you're just coming to that point, Tina. What did they do during COVID? What did they show on media when there was marches or rallies?
The out of the world kind of signs.
Yeah, that's right.
The most
Yeah, and some of them were ranting, and we probably didn't agree with some of the rant that they were saying.
Not at all.
And they showed the ones that did cause trouble. There was many that didn't. There's people that do, use violence and go about it the wrong way. That's not what we're all about at all.
No,
So they will
course
show
not.
those ones, show the mainstream, look at all these crackpots and these freaks and these people that are making up bullshit and trying to cause havoc in society. So people think, oh my...
Well, they don't want to be associated with that. So then
absolutely.
they just stay quiet.
But like you said, Tina, you saw the opposite.
I saw the complete
Humanity,
opposite.
like you said, going to Canberra, and I knew some people too that came back to the mines that had been down, and they said it was the most unbelievable experience of their life. The same thing. The
Gave
community.
me so much faith in humanity.
Like you said, they had tents, people helping people with all different things, food. The camaraderie said it made me proud to be Australian.
Yeah, totally.
And the friends and the people he come across that were just unbelievably good people, everyone still had different points of view, but all standing shoulder to shoulder. All we're doing is fighting for our rights. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they don't show all of that. They just show all the crazies.
of course not. That's
and
exactly right.
the people that are causing havoc, which is such a tiny percent.
No, well, 99% of them were literally mums and dads with their kids marching very peacefully, really concerned about their kids' future.
Absolutely.
And worried about what's actually happening now, 5 years later, where it's all coming true. Oh, my God, I so wish we were wrong.
I know.
So anyway, plan of attack is start thinking now about your connections, about your community. Join physical groups. There's some groups called My Place, and they are area specific. If you can hunt them out, join those groups. They're a wealth of knowledge and support. And if shit goes down, you're going to need these people.
Yeah.
They're going to need you.
We need to get back to basics.
We need to
The
get back to
old-fashioned
basics.
way of
Bartering.
communicating.
Just
cash.
And just trying
Pay
to get
with
the word
cash.
out there.
Cash,
Trying to
cash,
educate.
cash,
Use
cash.
cash.
Educate people, though. I think we need to try and just stand up against it. And to-
Education, Cassie. And
Yeah.
this is what this podcast is all about. We're not, as we've said many times, we're not experts, we're not gurus. But even between us three, we're not aware of the agenda that's actually
Well,
going
I
on
learnt
in
a
the
lot
background.
in this last half hour or whatever, how long we've been chatting.
That's
I've just
right.
learnt so much from you two girls.
But if you
Kind of wish I
know-
didn't know any of it because now I'm really scared. But it's like, oh, here we go again.
Didn't
We're up
know
for
it, though.
the biggest fight of our life again. Us girls are going to have to get match fit
Yeah, match
Match fit
and
for this.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
in our mind, not just in our body. Maybe in our
And
body.
just
be
but in
prepared.
our mind.
And
Yeah.
we could lay down and go, oh, what's the point? They're going to do it anyway. If we all did that, then
We're screwed.
we are screwed. But I'm not just doing it for me. I'm doing it for my kids.
My kids,
Yeah.
And my
grandkids,
kids' kids.
the
And my
future.
kids' kids. I'm gone. I'm gone
Yeah.
after, I don't know, could kick the
It's
bucket
not that-
tomorrow.
It's not that
I'm
long,
getting
really.
on. Anyway.
We're running out
I'm
of time.
gone.
We are running
I'm
out
good.
of time,
And
but
I'm,
it's our
you know,
kids.
I'm not scared of death.
And
And,
our
I
grandkids.
know I'm going to go back into the universe and float around and whatever. But it's my kids. And my kids' kids.
might say
And it's really... It's upsetting.
I
I
want
don't
my
want
kids'
them to
kids
live
to
in a
live
life
the
of
life-
tyranny. I don't
yeah.
want them to be controlled. I don't want them to jab my kids and my kids' kids. It's so fucked up and evil. And we have to stand up and fight. And people like Tina motivate me to just, who gives a
Same.
fuck? I don't care what people think. Call me a crackpot, call me outspoken, whatever. I am not going to stand by with my finger in my ears and just pretend it's not happening. And just let it happen.
Okay, so some practical things we can do,
Okay.
right?
Go.
I'm not sure if they are still around, but I'm sure they'll be starting up again. There used to be people standing on the streets with signs. They were blue and white signs, and you can volunteer and join them. And they have all sorts of messages, like it used to be in the state of emergency and those kinds of messages. And they're just standing on highways, just raising awareness. So anyone can start that. You can get a group of friends together and you can write a damn sign and you can say no to digital ID, trading freedom for security, blah, blah, blah. Get your message clear and get it out there and spend half an hour on the main road at 9 o'clock in the morning when people are going to work. And who cares if people think you're a loony?
Yeah, just raising awareness.
There's an awesome guy who stands on Port Road with a sign that says smiles are free or some kind of like happy message. And every time I drive past, I beep and wave, and everyone does, and it makes everyone's day better. It's a message getting out there the old-fashioned way. No social media, no control. They can't ban or turn that off. You're allowed to get a sign and get it out there. The other thing is there's people on the, what's it called? The tube in London. What's it called?
Oh,
the underground.
The
whatever.
underground tube.
Yeah. So they're standing on these trains and they're just telling people, like we're sitting here talking right now, they're standing on these trains and they're just speaking to everyone. Do you know what digital ID is? This is where it's going. This is why you have to say no. We've got to get the word out there.
Educating people.
Educate.
There are
Put a
lot
sign
of us
on your
out
car.
there. There's a lot of people that don't want these things. We are on the same page. We want freedom. We may not agree with each other about everything.
So
That
refreshing
connection
when
is
you
so
find
important.
That's
someone.
right. Yeah, absolutely. I guess a lot of people are walking around that are on the same page, but you don't really just walk up to people and start talking about these things. So we just need to get it out there. And I think a lot of people go, oh my gosh, it may give them, that chance to have a chat and
feel supported in saying no.
and less stressed because it's stressful.
They don't want to be the only one that says no and loses their job and someone else comes in and takes their job. If everyone says no, they can't take the jobs away. This is why I wear T-shirts like this. So people know without even talking to me, okay, she's on the same page. I've got support with her. I might strike up a conversation.
Absolutely.
And feel stronger in
Doing
stance. Yeah.
Like I said, people like you, Tina, that stand up and many others that did during COVID have given me the confidence to do the same.
Inspiration.
And you know what? Number one, I think we should do. We need another to Canberra about the
I
digital
think it's
ID.
going to happen. I think,
Yeah.
There's
Absolutely.
talk
And I'll be
about
there.
it.
I
I'll
don't
be there.
care what's happening. I'm there. I'm
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, there has to be.
Bring
and it
it
has
on.
to be bigger and better. And surely it should be 10 times the amount of people because we're so much more awake now. I mean,
Absolutely.
we've always been on that path, but how many other people weren't and have now woken up?
So many.
All you have to do is go to Channel 9 News on Facebook and have a look at the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
wow.
Yeah.
They have switched up massively.
Yep.
Like it used to be one person saying something against the jab and they would just get shot down. Now it's like someone says one thing for it and everyone's just
you're
like,
right.
oh my God, you sound vaccinated.
But see, we've got to be careful too to not vilify. But we do have to be careful on that note to not vilify the people that did. Lots of
No,
other
we
ones are.
love.
And we're not.
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
100%.
What I'm saying though, some people take it to the extreme and then they start attacking people that may think differently or did get the jabs. Like we've got to be very
You
careful.
shouldn't have to attack someone to get your message.
Our whole
Again,
stance is my
yeah,
body, my
that's right.
choice.
Yeah,
you want to get it, go
absolutely.
and get it. But don't make anyone else do it.
And that's the same with this.
Absolutely.
If you want to get your digital ID.
No, this is not.
but this
no.
is different because
we actually need no one to get it.
True.
Because there's no benefit. They're not saving grandma by getting their digital ID. But but you know what they will be doing? Okay, think about this factor. Open borders, where how many people are coming in every week, every day, 1,500 people into this country every day or some crazy amount of people. This then creates an issue around who's actually coming in. Well, we'll solve that. Everyone get a digital ID and we'll make sure that you're here legally. Create a problem,
Yeah.
provide the solution.
that's
And that
right.
solution is always taking away from your freedom and your privacy every single time.
Yeah.
Not once is a solution to provide more freedom. Never.
Exactly.
Never.
So think about that, people. Probably need to wrap it up. We could go on about this all day. Absolutely, Tina. Hit the nail on the head. Doesn't matter what you believe in. Like Tina
And
said.
prepare.
Yeah.
Just prepare. Go back to
But
basics.
also,
Say no.
human
say no.
connection. And
Say
say
no.
no.
Say no.
so no, it's simple.
Yeah.
We don't
And-
want to be
don't
that
do
little
it.
frog in
yeah.
the pot,
The-
boiling to death. Can't stop thinking about
We're
the
about
frog.
to become frog
really,
soup.
Poor Lauren, you actually really
Traumatised
disturbed
me.
her. Traumatised.
It's true though.
We will. We'll all be the frogs.
I want to
Great
see
chat.
signs on cars and I want to see people standing on the street saying no to digital ID with a big finger up.
Lauren, actually, no, I have seen Lauren give the finger.
You have?
Yeah, but she doesn't swear.
digital ID.
Do this one, people. Come on, Lauren. Just
know if I
just
can.
come on,
digital
come
ID.
on.
It's so
Come on,
naughty.
come
Do it.
on.
Good
girl, there you
let's
go.
wrap it up. Thanks, guys.
ya.
See ya.
Stay
We're out.
safe. Bye.
Say no.
Thanks for listening to the live chat. We don't want to offend anyone. We're not experts. We're just talking about personal opinions, and we want you to live your life and make your own decisions.
Kind of covers everything.
Yeah, that's it.